All right, it's Friday, December 1st. I'm highlighting a Celsius trade I just made, CELH. I just bought the stock at 50.70 and I just scaled out at 51.20 to set up kind of a no-risk trade and see what unfolds here. What it is first of all, if we look at the bigger picture, this stock had a big 3-for-1 split. It came down and kind of made a lower low in here on the weekly chart. And then we had an inside bar. It kind of rallied a little bit after a big push down, but didn't really, go all the way back up. And it's an inside bar. So when I see an inside bar, I'm always looking for failure opportunities. And what we did was we came down early in the week and we took out the low of that bar. But then today was the type of early price action, which looked like we might be coming back up through after taking out the lower low up here, inside bar, failure to kind of move lower and start up again. This could be the beginning of, the next move higher on a stock that's in an overall uptrend. Has had a little tough time recently, but you can see here today, given that we are at the midpoint of the prior day and heading up after kind of a buying tail from yesterday, and this is in the context of this big inside weekly bar that, after broadening out here, the inside weekly bar kind of moved down to test it, and now it might be heading up again. So once I saw opening price action kind of start up green, have an orderly pause inside the first bar, and then break out above that first bar high, I bought it here at the blue line, and then I just scaled out, like I said, at 51.20. It's heading higher, and that kind of lowers, if I look at the structure on the day, a little more of the 1 minute chart, I can kind of now set stopped here kind of at this red line. If I really, my break even stops more down in this. So let's call it this somewhere in here. If we get a big red bar and this whole thing fails, I can break even on this and just continue to see if this daily chart, just doesn't really want to rebound and head higher. But what I see is the potential here is lower lows, and now on this green bar working up towards higher highs here in the 55 area. And in the big picture, this could be big broadening action that took lower lows and can eventually really start working up again. This could be the very beginning of that. So I wanted to give it a shot, given the opening 15-minute price action that kind of worked up, held nicely inside here. This could have been an aggressive buy too if you were really following this tight and close. Wanted to give that a shot with a very tight stop, see if you take out that first bar high, which it did. But once it took out the first bar high, to me, that was a signal that this whole unfolding scenario to the upside might be developing. And to have some nice follow through after the trade sets me up for a no risk trade now to really kind of see. I'll keep my stop down in here if this whole thing should fail. But hopefully this becomes a big green bar that really, you can see a bunch of pivot machine gun, targets up here. We had a big green bar the other day that kind of then just fell back a little bit. So we have the potential for a nice green update today with the 2 up now with our targets up here and then pivot machine gun targets higher. So let's see if this stock just continues really to run up, and this could be the very beginning of a major turnaround to the upside. And I can see that now at no risk.